You are tuned into Freshly Grounded, not live, but you're tuned into Freshly Grounded. I'm here, the one and only Faisal Chowdhury, probably not one and only, there's probably a few of us in the world, with the, probably not also the one and only Sam Palmer. How are we doing, Sam Palmer?
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah.
I'm okay. How are you okay?
I'm great.
Yeah?
Do you know what, Sam? Sometimes I just love some sweets, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love some sweets, but you know what the problem is with sweets, Sam?
What's that?
They're not always halal.
I know.
Oh, and you just think to yourself, I want to fulfill my sweet craving right now. I want loads of sweets. I want different types of sweets. I want cone sweets. Hey, maybe I'm getting married and I want a bunch of sweets for my wedding. I want all sorts of sweet services, but I want to deal with halal sweets first of all. I want to deal with a friendly brand.
Yeah.
A friendly brand who has the ethos of spreading positivity and giving more.
Yeah.
Then sometimes I think, do these brands even exist? A brand that has a wide range of halal sweets available anywhere, with new lines brought out seasonally that cater for events with goodie bags, sweet carts, hampers, cones, and custom orders. I mean, does something like that exist?
Does it?
I don't know, bro. A brand that, I don't know, cares for both the consumer and others, give back a percentage of their revenues to Muslim charities.
Really?
Who do retail and wholesale.
Really?
Who would potentially be moving into corner shops near us.
Really?
I'm here to tell you, Sam, that brand exists.
Say it ain't so.
It's so. It's so. And it's called Halal Sweets Company. It's simple. It's Halal Sweets and it's a company. halalsweetscompany.co.uk. Their Instagram is instagram.com/halal.sweets.company, twitter.com/halalsweetscomp, and facebook.com/halalsweetscompany UK. And guess what, Sam?
What?
Use the code word Freshly Grounded and you get a discount. That's what I'm saying. The link is going to be in the bio of the YouTube video. If not, just go to halalsweetscompany.co.uk. Check them out on social media. Give them a bit of a holler, and that's it really. halalsweetscompany.co.uk for your halal sweets needs in the UK. We also brought to you by 5950_NINE.
It's correct.
Yep, on Instagram anyway. 59 Stanhope Road in St Albans, Hertfordshire. Great tasting coffee. Great tasting healthy homemade snacks. If you want to treat yourself though, you bet your bottom dollar you can get a nice fattening treat if you like one.
Mm-hmm.
But mainly nice home cooked vegetarian. Beautiful food. Pop down there. If you pop down there in the next 2 or 3 days, you'll still be able to get yourself the July offer, which is a 59 tote bag for only half the price, a $5.
While stocks last.
People
have been doing it.
Really?
Yeah, they've been going.
Sick.
Alhamdulillah.
Also brought to you guys by Izaha, izaha.com, izaha.com. Arabic style caps, hats, t-shirts, jumpers. Use the code word Freshly Grounded there.
There's a lifestyle section as well.
Yeah. Beard oils, Bakhur. Use the code word Freshly Grounded at checkout. You get 15% off, 15%. And we've just restocked our most popular hat, the camo hat.
It's not the black camo, is it? It's just the normal camo.
The black camo is not actually in stock still.
High demand, isn't it?
They're flying.
Literally.
Yeah. If they were aeroplanes,
They'd be
flying.
Yeah, because obviously that's what aeroplanes are designed to do.
Yeah.
The caps, they're really just technically made for someone's head.
Yeah.
If you want to be blunt about it.
Yeah. Also, what you have Flavor, FLAVR. Flavor is your 360 one-stop shop for all branding and marketing purposes, social media marketing, branding, websites, iPhone applications, the lot, you name it, they can do it. FLAVR, flavor.co. That's FLAVR.co. What do we discuss in this very episode, Samuel?
Swimming lessons.
Swimming. Some tragic events that have been happening recently. We've discussed manslaughter.
Yep, the charge of manslaughter.
Yep. Cambridge.
St Ives.
Bath. Bristol.
Caffeine.
Yep.
Banksy.
Modafinil. Red's nosebleeds. My choking that occurs when I have antibiotics.
Delaying things.
Joking about the religion. Making jokes about religion. Yeah, procrastinating.
Procrastination.
The coffee shop outside Westbourne Park Station, or inside Westbourne Park Station.
Inside, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we discussed a fair few bits. I mean, it's fair to say that we get our talking on this in this episode, if you know what I mean. Our talking gets talked.
What the heck?
We do the talking.
It's a podcast, yeah, we have a conversation, yeah.
Yeah, we have a convo, and it's lit.
Oh my day.
Lit does happen in this podcast.
Lit does.
This podcast receives lit.
Oh my days.
Oh, are you talking about lit paper? In terms of, is that what it's called? The scientific paper? It's called lit paper? Litmus. No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the fact that this podcast was lit. L-I-T. Lit. Get that through your skull, Sam. I'm joking, go too far.
Gone too far now. Come on, man.
Guys, this is episode 22 of Freshly Grounded. Like we always say, let's get into the episode. Sam, do you want to say something like, let's get to the episode in a really cool way to outcall it?
Well, what episode is it?
Episode 22.
Have you done it in a different language?
I'm about to.
Have you got one lined up?
No, I haven't.
It's not very consistent, is it?
It's not very consistent.
There's a few weeks you did that.
Yep.
The crowd loved it.
Yep.
Everyone was expecting you to say the next number.
Yep.
And you got nothing.
No, I have though. I train to in a different language is... Yep. Oh.
Can I pick?
Fine.
I'll see.
Oh, wow, this is mushkil.
I can do it quickly.
What language do you want to choose?
Let me choose. If you didn't pass me your crack screen.
Okay. In the meantime, I'm just going to do some talking so that Sam can find a number episode for or train to in a different language.
It's not as easy as you think, is it?
My name is Faisal. Some people call me Faisal. Some people call me Faisal.
Episode
okay.
Tween Tig.
What language is that?
Dutch.
Okay, well, let's get into episode Tween Twig.
That's it. Tween Twig.
Tween Twig.
Yeah,
okay.
Literally. Tween Twig.
Tween Twig.
Bismillah.
And welcome to Freshly Grounded, the brand new podcast by best friends Faisal and Sam.
Huh?
I said welcome to Freshly Grounded,
After that bit.
the brand new podcast
And after that bit?
by best friends Faisal and Sam.
Really?
Sam, in last week's episode, I had the world's most creased T-shirt, and you can see it in video, and you can see it. It's so creased, you can probably see it in the audio, and no one said anything to me, and I hold you guys responsible. You're both older than me, Red and Sam.
I think we all take responsibility for our own image.
I think
as men, before you leave the house, I think it's on you to make sure that you look presentable for the day.
I think we all know that I'm a 15-year-old in a 23-year-old man's body, and we should look after me a bit more than we look after others.
Yeah, I was let down, especially because I'd seen the previous week on your social media that you'd been wearing a shirt to work, and then when I saw you wearing some wrinkly old little thin T-shirt, I was disappointed.
Oh, man, it was so bad. I when I was editing the podcast, I was so reluctant to put it out. But
Really?
if I didn't have to put it out, I wouldn't have. It was that bad.
You look casual.
No,
You look like you're relaxed doing a podcast, but you got to remember there's a camera.
in an extremely creased T-shirt.
I
The
don't
world's
think
most creased.
you didn't have a fresh trim or a shape up then either, did you?
I look like you picked me up from outside
Yeah.
quickly and was like, "Come on, Faisal, like, it's time to do the podcast."
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
Not
today.
You look smart today, mashallah.
I'm just wearing a sweatshirt. I mean,
You look smart, you look clean. Yeah, looks nice. Nicely styled.
yeah. So it was styled with the Menspire paste,
Menspire paste.
which I bought from the Menspire store in person. However, could be bought at Menspire's online store as well.
That's correct.
And
You noticed the bigger sizes. Is that your first Menspire product?
I have got a bigger size. That is my first Menspire product.
Okay, so we actually made the size bigger. So they were only until recently they were actually slightly smaller than that. It's nice, isn't it?
Yeah, Midge told me. Yeah, my haircut is a Menspire haircut from Midge. And
there's a lot of longevity in that haircut. I swear it was last week when I saw you getting that haircut.
Yeah. It's very convenient because I've got a wedding this weekend on Saturday, and then I'm probably going to get a new haircut with Midge on Monday, which will be ideal because I want to try and... Oh, no, Monday I can't do... Oh, well, anyway. Bro, so before the podcast, what we talk about? We talk about, like, something that's really serious and really important for us to probably talk about, to be honest, especially considering we have a podcast with a lot of Muslim listeners, and it's something that really is a big issue and thing, like in our culture, and like especially with like social media and stuff. What is it that we were talking about?
So we were talking about how making jokes about the religion and making jokes about the prophets, peace be upon them, can actually lead you to leave the fold of Islam. So
without you even knowing.
So by making any kind of joke about the religion, anything at all, I don't know it's best, but you could actually be leaving the fold of Islam, because it is absolutely zero. It's no joke. It's obviously no joke. It's no laughing matter. We see it on social media. We see it in society that people can make jokes about, whether it's something from the Sunnah. Like, for example, you mentioned the mishwak. Mm-hmm. Someone could make an innocent joke, about a mishwak, but the reality is that's a authentic Sunnah from the beloved Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So even as something like as we would say, maybe as light-hearted as that could be in the eyes of Allah, could be a reason for you of leaving the fold of Islam. So it's very, very serious, man. Very serious.
Yeah. So the reason we brought this up is because there was a class last week in which the teacher was talking about this exact thing. He was talking about it for hours on end, and you could tell that he actually didn't manage to finish, and he says he's going to continue it in the next lesson. But you're right, because you'd think, and probably even the general person would think, okay, fine, I already know that making jokes about the religion is not permissible, but if I make jokes about this, that, the other, it's not really making jokes about the religion. It's just making jokes about certain things. Like, for example, something as light-hearted as the miswak. The teacher literally the reason you mentioned that is because the teacher literally gave that example. He literally said, so if somebody is using the miswak and you made a joke about it, it's that serious. And why is that serious? Because it's a sunnah, it's authentic sunnah. And he explained the story of when people were making, like, they were making up certain things about the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam in the time of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and they were saying things that weren't true about him, all this kind of stuff. And then the message got to the Prophet, and then what had happened is when they found out that the Prophet found out, this is as far as I remember from the class, the Prophet was on his animal, I'm not sure which one, like riding his animal, and then like tried stopping the animal, and they was like trying to explain to him like we weren't joking, and then he recited the ayah where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, it said that these people will say, this is not the exact translation, but these people will say we were just speaking in jest and joking, and say to them, was it Allah, his religion and his messenger that you were making jokes about? And so, subhanallah, sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, subhanallah, if you think about it like that, it really is serious, because even you see memes online of like about hijabis, about hijabs, about the religion in general. Like people there'll be jokes about like
even about beards. You see a lot of things about beards and things like that.
That's part of the religion, man.
Yeah, of course.
Even what I was saying before, that the common joke stuff like say Bismillah on your food before you eat it, and it's halal. Obviously, no one really probably believes. I doubt people actually believe that, but it's still a joke about the religion and about saying Bismillah, which is saying in the name of Allah, and something that Muslims actually do before they eat. And it really is that serious. And if you think about it in this context, bro, think about the fact that when you're in need and when you need help and when you need money or health, or you want your loved ones to be cured, or you want someone who's in hospital, you want to make sure that they don't like pass away and stuff like that, you're crying on your knees to Allah, and that's the same Allah that you're crying to and begging for help, that you're then making a joke about his religion. How disrespectful is that? And it's the same Allah that's like allowing us to live, allowing us to eat, allowing us to sleep, and then likewise on the same token, while we're like crying and begging to him and we're like so thankful to him for certain things, we're on another token, we're making jokes about something that we don't think is that deep, but really is that deep, because it's his religion.
I mean, on the same token, it's we ask him for everything and he gives us everything, but then we sin all day, we sin all night. Do you know what I mean? We claim that we're grateful for all the blessings that he gives us, but then we don't, we go against his commands as well. It's on the same token, isn't it?
Yeah, it's true.
You know what I mean? But then when we need something, we turn to him, and this is what he wants. This is what he wants from us. But we are truly ungrateful, man. If you think about it, we the blessings of Allah are so you can't even count them. And we're constantly. I mean, making a joke of it is obviously is serious, but it's just going against them constantly. This is it.
SubhanAllah, man. It's not something to be taken lightly, man, and it's something that we need to reflect on. Yeah, I think in the grand scheme of things, considering it's something that could actually take you out of the religion, it's not even worth like dabbling in it.
Don't go near it, isn't it? Don't go near it. Fear it and respect it. I think is the best advice for it. Fear it and respect it, and that goes also. We try and be cautious about. Even when Red mentioned, I had like a question about a nikah, and even when we started talking about the religion, even like issuing what is true and false and saying hadith and stuff, it's so important to make sure what you're saying is 100% authentic and true, because the sin of like spreading batil and just making things up about the religion is evil, is really, really. So you have to just when it comes to the religion of Islam. And when it comes to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, just treat the whole thing with maximum fear and respect.
Tread carefully, right?
Tread carefully, yeah, for sure.
SubhanAllah, yeah, very true.
After that reminder.
Yeah, how was your week?
Yeah, alhamdulillah. I don't feel the week's over yet. I feel like we're midweek. Thursday's midweek.
But like, how was your week since last Thursday?
How was my week since last Thursday? It's been good, thank you, bro. Yeah, alhamdulillah. It's been busy.
Got too much on the weekend?
Did I get much on the weekend? Not a huge amount. Did you?
You were in Canada. You were in Cambridge yesterday, weren't you?
I was in Cambridge yesterday. Yeah.
Menspire.
Nice. Yes. St Ives.
Yeah.
Have you been there?
I haven't.
I don't think you'd like it that much, to be fair.
Why not? Is it just very boring?
You really wouldn't like it. It's really
not my type.
Quiet.
Oh, ew.
Quiet.
Ew.
And not St Ives isn't villagey. Borderline village. It's very quiet and tranquil. Very quiet. I saw a Costa.
Okay.
But wasn't an awful much more than that. But it's nice. It's a very nice. It's a very affluent area. It's a very beautiful area. But
what did you do?
We went and looked at a shop there.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So I'm not cussing the area. It's beautiful. It's very beautiful. I know what you like. You're a city boy. You know, you thrive on the energy of the city, don't you?
Yeah, you know me.
I do know you.
I love a bit of the old pollution.
Yeah, you thrive off it.
Yeah.
But yeah, and do you know what? Very, very beautiful area, very calming area. I don't think you'd ever end up visiting it though. To be fair,
I could do. You never know.
It'd be nice to. You really wouldn't like it.
I probably wouldn't go.
Nah. But no, it's nice anyway. So inshallah, man.
Alhamdulillah.
And yourself? Did you do anything at the weekend?
Not really that I can think of. On the weekend, I had a busy weekend. But I can't remember what I was busy doing. I was in out here. I was working on a couple projects and stuff here. So I was actually here on the weekend, and just been working all week.
Oh really. Yeah, you did. You saw Tommy the day the weekend as well. Yeah. How did that go?
Yeah, really well.
Did
really
it?
Well. Yeah.
So, did you get many people? Of course, I know what you did at the weekend. You did that. You did work,
project,
didn't you? Yeah.
I'll show you.
Yeah.
I'll show you before you leave if you got time.
Yeah.
It's only 5 minutes long.
Yeah.
Yeah. So man, that's it, man. I've just been working this week. I got like a lot of it's wedding season.
Why is it wedding season now?
Yeah. I think it's a cultural thing, but in our culture, always around this time, there's a lot of weddings. It might not be in our culture. I might be ignorant to the fact that it might be all over. Because I think it's because summer holidays have started, and so at this time of year, especially for Asians anyway, like everything for wedding season, like the prices go up and everything because this is wedding season. And so we've actually got 3 weddings that I can think of that are coming up shortly. But they're just the 3 that I can think of. There's probably more. So I've got a wedding this Saturday. And the guy whose wedding it is this Saturday is actually the guy who introduced me and my wife.
Oh, really?
Yeah, a couple of years back. So
SubhanAllah.
Yeah, it's his wedding on Saturday.
He's a dear friend of yours, isn't he?
Very dear friend of mine, yeah. So I took him shopping yesterday.
Did he do the cupping?
Yeah. I took him shopping yesterday to get a nice outfit for like after his nikah.
Where did you take him?
No, we went Westfield.
Well, for like a
Yeah,
cultural outfit.
no,
or
not for
normal?
traditional. He's already got the traditional outfit. So he said he just wants some nice garms
Like a Western outfit.
for like after the nikah and just chill out. Garms.
Where'd you get your garms for, like the cultural garms?
Like so, there's Southall in West London,
yeah.
or East London wise. You got Green Street.
Yeah.
You got Whitechapel.
Yeah.
So either West or East.
Do you have many of them in the wardrobe?
Yeah, man.
Do
You
you?
have to, yeah, I've got quite a fair bit because of like
Do you get a
functions
chance
and
to wear
stuff.
them much?
On one off occasion, so like weddings. And that. So this Saturday, I'm going to be wearing something traditional. Yeah.
What shoes will you wear? Please do. What would the shoes be like?
Have you seen like Aladdin shoes?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The little pointy one. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, at your wedding you were dressed Western.
Yeah.
You look great.
Thanks. But on my nikah, I was dressed traditional.
I wasn't invited.
I don't think I knew you on my nikah, and I didn't. I can't invite someone I don't know. It doesn't really work like that. I hope you're not holding that against me.
Small part of me, maybe.
Yeah, man. So wedding season, man. So just busy with that kind of stuff and moving stuff around for that. So nothing major. Yeah, but I saw this article online. It made me think. So last week, or I think it was last week. You know Venus Williams, tennis. Have you heard about this?
No.
So she was driving.
Yeah.
There's a car crash of some sort, and the elderly man in the car died. Not in her car, in the other car. Yeah. Now, I'm not going to comment on whose fault it is because nobody knows, and they're obviously going to do a court case. The other side of the gentleman who passed away, his family is trying to obtain her phone records because they believe that she was on her phone around the same time. So if they can prove that, for example, she sent a message or something around that time, that's not great for her. And her side, I believe, are trying to prove that the guy wasn't wearing a seatbelt. So I won't comment on like who's right, who's wrong, because I literally don't know. But what I will say is, as sad as it is, obviously it's more sad for the family whose person's passed away. But imagine if you were in a scenario where you ended up in a like car crash that was like maybe not your fault at all. I'm not saying it's not her fault, but like I'm saying completely unrelated. This is what the thought process had me thinking. Like, you know, sometimes like you could be driving and like out of nowhere, I don't know, someone comes and hits you, but then they imagine like if like they hit you and then they pass away or something. Because someone's died, like imagine if you was to go to prison.
Well,
for like
it's strange you say
you
that,
wouldn't intend to do that
because someone I know met someone recently, spoke to someone recently. She's actually in prison serving manslaughter.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. It's manslaughter, isn't it?
It's manslaughter. She's for killing her daughter.
Subhanallah.
She'd been out the night before and had a drink the night before. She'd have been to bed and everything, and then she was the next day just doing whatever with her daughter, driving down the road, and an accident happened. And because of, I think she'd had a drink or whatever the night before, it was in her system still. So that's what it was. I think she was tested positive for over the limit still, even though it was the next day. So from that day, yeah, she got sentenced for manslaughter. So not only did she lose her daughter, but she got charged with her death.
And do you know how long she got?
I don't know the ins and outs of it, but for a while. But I thought, just like, you know, I'm not making excuses for her, but the fact, imagine losing a loved one, losing your daughter, being responsible for it and serving time for it, like that's very intense, isn't it? Imagine that. Just I'm not making.
No, but I know what you mean though, because that's my point as well. Because
imagine that lady would not have known, but that, like, her life changed dramatically that day, like to a whole nother level. And it got me thinking, like, losing someone it would be so much punishment and so painful, but then having to take responsibility for that, publicly take responsibility for that, and serve time for it is like, can you imagine? Can you really imagine that? Well,
because my point is like that is insane. But and that kind of goes to my point, because what I'm trying to get at is, imagine if, like, let's say for example you're driving, and a pedestrian is crossing the road in a place where they should not be crossing the road. So they shouldn't be crossing the road anyway. So they have like no right to be there. Yeah. There's no zebra crossing, no traffic light. And then, like, let's say if they and you're driving, now they're crossing the road. Obviously, you're not going to hit them. But then let's say if like they fall whilst trying to cross the road on this busy road, which they're not meant to be crossing, and you end up hitting them or something, you could be done for manslaughter or something like that. But like in that process, maybe you actually had zero intention, or you did nothing wrong.
Yeah.
I mean, you could argue that, like, Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm saying in a scenario where, let's say, if you wasn't doing anything wrong, it's mad how like you could still maybe get like because manslaughter is so manslaughter is like one down from murder.
Yeah.
Murder is mandatory 15 years to life. Murder is mandatory life sentence. Yeah, but what a life sentence is a minimum of 15 years. Whereas manslaughter, you can still get life, but the judge can decide how long you get.
Yeah.
So you could get a year, you could get 15 years, you could get 20 years.
Good knowledge.
So imagine if you get like 15 years, for example, and it's like, where I was just, like, obviously everything's in the qadr of Allah.
Yeah.
But imagine you just think, I was just driving how I would normally drive in a normal place of driving, and that scenario happened, and now I'm in 15 years. Like, that's a scary thought, isn't it?
SubhanAllah, yeah.
And there's an article yesterday. I'm kind of ruining, I might be ruining current events.
I've heard that actually, that someone was driving a jet ski and obviously had no intention whatsoever, but went over someone and killed them, and obviously did like a long stretch of manslaughter. But like, do you think that person who was on a jet ski had any intention of killing someone? They were on holiday doing an activity, and a horrible tragic accident happened, which was the qadr of Allah, which was the plan of Allah. But then that person's life would have changed like that. Not
Did they go to prison in the country?
I don't know the ins and outs of it. To be honest, I won't comment. I don't know the ins and outs. I think they got charged back in the UK.
Bro, you know, I read this article yesterday. I might be ruining current events, but because I don't know if it's in it, but it's a very new article that just come out this morning, and this is so sad, man. So a young girl, she passed away. She drowned. Yeah. Now I believe it was at her own birthday party. Were you going to talk about that?
Yeah, I was just reading up on it now. So
mad.
It's quite sad. It's very sad.
Should we have why don't you read it out? Let's have a sneak preview of current events.
Have you said hello, Red?
I haven't said
You
hello
just
yet.
appeared out of nowhere. You should give some salams, maybe. Introduce
Sorry, I
yourself.
don't want to creep up on the people.
It's just a very husky, mysterious voice appeared into the podcast.
Yeah, she's only 7. She drowns in a pool with no lifeguard. Yeah, it was on her own birthday. It was thought that she could swim, but she couldn't.
Yeah,
Which
so
is
they
a bit
didn't have.
surprising to
So
me.
there was no. So
Where were they?
right. So they hired out a swimming pool. Yeah,
Right.
like an indoor swimming pool, like a leisure centre. I believe. They had a swimming party there.
Yeah.
The girl's mum was there.
Yeah.
But when they hired it out, there was no lifeguard. Apparently, when you hire out a swimming pool, what the article I read said is that there's no legal obligation for a lifeguard to be there.
No, there isn't.
Right, which I find weird anyway. But anyway, so imagine there's a bunch of 7-year-old girls.
Well, you can imagine if you wanted to do a pool party and anyway, go on, carry on.
Yeah, I suppose.
Yeah, you wouldn't want a lifeguard there, would you?
But what I find absurd
I would need a lifeguard.
Yeah, a kids party would make sense to it, but like
makes sense.
Yeah.
But
Go on.
Here's the thing. So she had been having swimming lessons at school.
Okay.
Yeah. So when her dad dropped her off to the party, her dad didn't think anything of it. He said in the interview, "I just thought she could swim because she's had swimming lessons at school." Do you know what I mean?
So another girl got dropped to the party.
Oh, he dropped his daughter. Maybe he dropped his daughter and then the mum went there after or something.
But
But
it was actually her party.
I believe so.
Yeah.
Now, what happened is
It was her
when
own
the
birthday.
mom realised that she was drowned, she had been that.
No, she'd already drowned because she was at the bottom of the floor of the pool.
My.
So when she realised, she jumped straight in
with her fully clothed.
with her fully clothed. Yeah,
Wouldn't
anyone would. Yeah. But what
I don't know why I mentioned that.
You would. Come on.
Yeah, so she grabs the kid.
Yep.
Brings the kid out, does CPR on the kid.
Really.
Kid's already passed away.
SubhanAllah.
Imagine that. I personally, I understand.
Let's go back to the whole. It was the girl's party. Why was the dad dropping her off? And how did that come into?
I don't know. Perhaps the mum and dad are divorced and she lives with the dad and he dropped her off or something. I don't know.
But her own party. But were they not aware of that she couldn't really swim?
No, so they thought she could because she has swimming lessons at school.
Swimming lessons.
But they'd never seen it.
They'd never seen her in a pool. No.
I mean, that just shows they didn't think outside the box that, you know, if she might be swimming, but she might not actually know. Because there's different levels. So when I used to have swimming lessons in school, this was back in like the Jurassic period. I feel really old now. I feel really old right now. Yeah. But no, when we used to have lessons,
24.
I'm gonna be 25 soon. So
so 24.
I'm 24. This was back in like year 7, so when I was about 11, 12. Or even before that. They used to have like different levels, so like goldfish, shark,
really?
dolphin. Yeah. And there'll be kids that wouldn't be able to. I'm Bengali, so I'd naturally be able to swim very good. I'll make the joke before Faisal even jumps in. And so there'll be kids that, you know, needed floats and stuff to be able to swim. and needed arm floats. So yeah, I mean, just because someone has a swimming lesson doesn't necessarily mean they can swim.
Have you tried armbands?
Yeah, so I was that kid in school. So we obviously had swimming lessons in school, and over a very, we had loads of lessons over the whole year, and I never managed to figure out how to swim. So I used to be on the armbands, I used to be on that little thing, and
that's such a shame.
I can kind of swim now for like 4 seconds.
Proof's in the pudding. We'll go.
So if you were put in a situation where you'd have to swim in the ocean, would you be able to or not?
I don't think so. No.
Really? Should look into that.
Have we not been on holiday, Sam, together? We have. We didn't go swimming there.
Bristol, we didn't get to go. And Gambia.
Gambia.
Remember the swimming pool at Gambia?
Oh yeah. Do you remember?
I think if someone dived down there and looked at the bottom of that, you'd find a few things.
Yeah, it's not the cleanest of pools. Yeah, so that's not nice. So I was reading that this morning. And man, it's just so obviously everything's qadr. It's just it reminds us that this dunya is not perfect, isn't it? These things.
It also reminds us that we've all got to go at some time, and it's not like we can all go when we're 80, 90 years old after we've lived a long life. We all go. People go at different ages, don't they?
I met a 90-year-old last week.
90-year-old.
Love
male or female?
Male. I mean, sorry. What? Female? I don't even know. How does that?
Who was your family?
Her name's Hilda.
No, she's
name's Hilda.
She's not family. She's a friend of a friend.
Goro.
Yeah, and she was telling us stories about the war.
And friendship.
Beautiful lady.
Yeah, she was so
Here?
cute.
In here? What was she doing in here?
We were
using her. We were
using her.
I've heard you mention old people a few times. Were you quite happy that you managed to get an older person into the office and did some work?
Yeah.
You mentioned it a few times, haven't you?
Yeah, she was nice. It was amazing.
You always talk about old people coming in and doing something.
Do I?
3 times.
I don't know. I like old people.
That's good.
She was talking. She tells us
you want to get an old person on the show, don't you?
Yeah,
Remember the intention.
We should ask Hilda to get on the show.
Hilda.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can do.
So anyway, listen. She was telling stories about the war. So when she was little, the war started when she was about 11 or 12, and so she was too young to like go to. I don't know. Basically, all of her friends got evacuated to different cities, but she stayed in London, in Peckham.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's just her mum and her dad, and her brothers and that went off to the forces, obviously, because they had to go and fight. And so she grew up here, like with all her friends got evacuated, and like she never saw them again. Imagine that.
Really?
You don't know what happened to them. She's like they're probably all dead now and married. And cause she's 90, so she said I don't know anybody that's like surpassed me.
Where does she live now? In Peckham.
She still lives in Peckham. Yeah, Brixton now, I think. So she's still around the area. She's still in the ends.
Ends, yeah.
She's still in the ends. She's got a proper Cockney London accent.
Has she?
She's like, I'm a Londoner.
Is it?
Yeah.
Did
she's
she say that?
So cute. Yeah, she said that. She goes, we got to be tough.
Yeah, so like
we got to be tough.
we were like taking 10,000 years to start up the shoot, and she's like, yeah, let's just get on with it. I'm a Londoner.
Yeah, and then she goes. Cause we were talking about like we said, have you seen a lot of people like pass away in your time? She's like, yeah, my mum, my dad, blah, blah. She's like, can't complain. I'm a Londoner. We've got to be tough. Or something
yeah. She said it about 2-3 times.
Oh, did she?
Did you class yourself as a Londoner?
I do live in a London borough. My postcode is a London postcode, and I live right outside a London Underground station. So yes.
So you class yourself as a Londoner, yeah?
Yeah.
Have you ever said it? I'm a Londoner.
Yeah, enough times.
Say again.
I'm a Londoner. Why would I not consider myself a Londoner? Happy to say I'm a Londoner.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
There's
When
nothing
I'm
to be
cleaning
embarrassed of.
windows.
It's fantastic. It's something to be proud of. Live in London would be great.
It's a privileged life that is living in London.
It is, yeah.
Isn't it?
Where are you? West London.
Yeah.
Nice one there, isn't it?
Yeah. It's some parts not so nice.
Like anywhere, I suppose.
Yeah. So yeah, do you want to give my postcode or door number?
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah.
Do I want to give my postcode?
You don't mind?
What's yours?
No, I mean like, you've refined my address down so much now.
I haven't yet been invited to your house.
Really?
No, you've been to mine, I haven't been to yours.
That's very true.
Yeah. Some would say rude.
Some would. No, but some would assume the best
Yeah.
of the brother. And I think that's what you would do.
Of course.
No.
I think 70 reasons why you haven't invited me around.
Yeah, you could think of 70.
Yeah.
MashaAllah, that's good.
Alhamdulillah.
That shows the strength of your iman, really. You took the badge off your jacket, bro.
Huh?
Did you take the badge off your jacket?
Yeah, I did.
You're not proud of it?
I've taken the badges off a few times, yeah.
Oh, I remember. You've debadged a lot of jackets.
Yeah. It makes it a bit more subtle, I think.
Do you rebadge them sometimes?
Depends what mood I'm in, where I am, what mood I'm in. I think sometimes too much looks too much. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a very nice garment without a badge on it.
Yeah, I prefer the badge personally.
Yeah,
but
I've got it in my pocket.
Oh, so
in fact, all of these jackets have actually got an area inside the jacket where you actually you can put the badge.
Really?
Yeah.
That's really interesting.
Yeah, and the same with my jeans. I've got an area in here which you actually put the badge in the jeans.
That is mad interesting.
Actually.
No, it is.
Yeah, it just gives you an option because you're not supposed to. You don't always have to. Because do you know what? Back in the day when I used to go to certain places, I wasn't allowed in certain places with that badge because it's connected to, has been connected to football fan violence and all that kind of stuff. Hooliganism. So I've been many places you're not allowed it. And if you
in the heyday.
Not a heyday at all. Back in Jahiliyyah.
What does hay mean?
Heyday is described as back in the heydays as like the good times.
Oh, really?
I wouldn't say that at all.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Back in the day.
I had a beautiful reminder this morning.
What was it?
I did know, but just the reminder is a massive benefit of when we commit a sin or a bad deed, that before the angel writes it down as a bad deed, you have 6 hours to repent.
I heard 4.
I heard 6 this morning, and I thought that's the first time I actually heard 6, but I'm going to go with 6 because I heard that's actually the time. 6 hours, yeah. Half of your day, isn't it?
To repent
before it's written down.
SubhanAllah.
It's just nice, isn't it? The mercy there.
You look how merciful Allah is, bro.
It's also almost like a lesson not to procrastinate.
Yes.
It's almost like you've got a certain amount of time to fix up and sort yourself out, and it's only a matter of hours. It's not like you have 3 weeks to repent, or you have a month, or you can do it whatever. It's like within a small time frame. It's like a lesson in itself, isn't it? Act fast. You've only got to do it now because you don't know if you're going to be here tomorrow. So act within those 6 hours. Do you know what I mean by that?
I know exactly what you mean by that. Procrastination is not good in any situation.
That's evil, isn't it?
It is. Especially when it comes to the gym.
Yeah.
I procrastinated quite a bit with the gym.
How? In what sense?
I've been at the office and I'm like, I should go to the gym now. That's like normally what I do. And I'm like,
Yeah, have you been going less?
Nah, actually. But this week I forced myself to fix up because last week I wasn't going great.
How many times did you go last week?
I don't know, maybe twice even.
Out, and you usually go 5 times?
Four
times, and you went twice. Was it actually twice?
I do, maybe not. I can't remember, but I feel like I definitely went less. Nah.
That's interesting. And better this week?
Yes, this week I'm going to go today, inshallah. It'll be my 3rd time. Even though today I have a reason not to go because...
Good, man. By Thursday you're going for your 3rd time. It's good.
Alhamdulillah, but I feel demotivated. I feel like I have an excuse not to go today because I left my gym clothes at home, but I can still make do. Like I have a spare pair of jackets in my car, so it's not the end of the world. In any way, shape or form. But you never know. The end of the world is going to happen on a Friday, so it could be the end of the world if I go to gym after Maghrib time today. Because technically it'll be Yom al-Jumu'ah.
There's a few
things left, right?
Let's not jump to that conclusion that tomorrow's going to be the end of the world. I think we're going to definitely see things.
Could be the end of my world.
You could die.
Could.
That is a reality.
Yep.
I went to the gym yesterday.
MashaAllah.
Yeah, I feel it today, man.
Really?
Yeah. That's good. It's a good feeling, but yeah.
It's about getting the ball rolling, isn't it?
Yeah, for sure.
Although your ball's been rolling already because you went. Oh, it's like this. Is this the first time you got the ball rolling after a break?
To be fair, no, I have been going, just not as much as I was going. So I don't feel like it's. You know when you feel like when you're really focused on the gym and you're eating and training and you can feel like progression.
Yeah.
I just feel like I'm because I haven't got as clean diet and I'm doing gym less.
Your diet's way cleaner than mine.
You'd be surprised.
Nah, but I had Wafflemeister yesterday.
I had a big pizza last night in Cambridge.
Wafflemeister's worse. Do you know what it is? It's a big waffle with whipped cream, white chocolate, and it does have bananas, so it was actually really healthy.
It sounds really sickly.
It's amazing.
Nice?
Amazing. Go for waffle.
Sound good.
My friend treated me.
Nice.
£4.55 for one small waffle though.
That's not bad in Westfield. I thought you were £7-8.
No, but if you go to a normal dessert place, it's way more expensive.
More expensive?
So cheaper.
Yeah,
or for the same price, you get a massive one.
You're in Westfield, right?
Yeah, it's true. Going to shopping centres really, it's just too much. I don't know where to begin with it. Do you enjoy going shopping?
I
You do like shopping, but not.
I don't go to shopping centres that often. I do kind of enjoy it when I go because I don't go often. I generally don't go to like Westfields and that. But when I do go, to be honest, I quite enjoy it because I generally avoid them. They're very like. They're so like dunyery. It's just like this big, all these huge, massive brands. Everyone walking around just like pointlessly buying more stuff.
Money.
Well, I remember when I first came onto the Dean and I went to a shopping centre with my brother because he had to go and get something. And these times I didn't even want to go shopping. I was just like, I just wanted to be in the masjid or a lesson or something. Yeah, not that that's a bad thing. It's great. I was just a little. I hadn't really found my balance. I remember walking through the shopping centre and just like looking around and almost seeing like everyone just. This is an extreme view, almost just brainwashed, just walking around spending like. I think there's a certain type of person who also always goes to a shopping centre as well, and because there is so much you can just spend your money on nonsense there, can't you? I always just see a lot of people just wasting their money, walking around aimlessly.
Yeah, and there's like when you go into the shops, there's always like music playing, and it's like, and there's no like I don't know, man. It's
just massive. It's just multi-million brands, and everyone just like buying the same stuff.
Yeah,
I'm being slightly hypocritical, but that's the feeling of a shopping centre
because
especially these Westfields because they're so big and intense. It's like that's the kind of feeling I get from it. I think you know what I mean.
Yeah, man. It's nice that most places have prayer rooms, though.
Westfields do, don't they?
Yeah, they have wudu area and everything.
Mashallah, that's good. Yeah. That's very good. It's nice when you go to a country which, whether it's a Muslim country or not, or whether there's Islam there, they actually have like prayer rooms and proper wudu areas everywhere. It's like a standard thing. You see like a little sign of like a little prayer room. You go in there, there's like a proper wudu area, It's nice, man.
But what I was saying before about when I went to Dubai is, we went to Dubai Mall, and you know how frequently in a normal shopping centre in the UK you see the sign for toilets. That's how frequently you see the sign for prayer rooms in Dubai Mall. Yeah. Like next to the toilet sign, obviously not that the two are related in any way, shape, or form. But they have next to the toilet sign, there'll be a prayer room sign, and it's like wow, like I know, every couple of steps I see another prayer room. It was amazing. Beautiful. Dubai Mall is something else, man.
Yeah.
You been to Dubai Mall?
No, I haven't been to Dubai.
You haven't been to Dubai at all?
I haven't been to Dubai at all. In November I'm going, inshallah. Never been there, yeah.
Are you going by yourself?
No.
Like, are you going with the boys, or are you going like a family thing?
I'm going on business, so I'm going with just one man that I don't know that well.
Oh, bro, I would love to be your first time in Dubai with you. Go with you.
Reckon?
To Dubai for yeah.
I'm going to try and treat it just very like tunnel vision. Just I've got to go and do a few things out there. Not try and have a holiday out there, but hopefully I'll be able to go back and have a proper holiday out there.
If you do, let's have a holiday out there.
Rate it that much?
Yeah, I like Dubai.
Yeah, I've heard you say you like Dubai. I've heard a lot of people do say they like Dubai. I've also heard a lot of
people either say they like it or they say they hate it. It's too superficial. I like the superficialness.
If you explore Dubai, you'll really enjoy it. There's two halves to it. There's old Dubai, there's new Dubai. My cousin lives in Sharjah, a place near Morg.
Yeah.
It's still in the city areas of Dubai, but it's close to the old areas. Mm-hmm. And there's actually a lot of, I mean, it's incredibly modernized now, but there is actually quite a bit of cultural stuff that you might enjoy.
Abu Dhabi's down the road, isn't it?
Yeah, Abu Dhabi's like an hour drive.
That appeals to me.
I mean, even though Dubai is extremely superficial and becoming really like,
commercialized
stuff, it's still easier to practice there than it is here.
Yeah, no doubt.
You still hear the adhan when you're walking around. There's still masjids everywhere.
The mosques there are stunning.
Yeah, and just salams to everyone.
You will enjoy it.
Yeah, no doubt.
It's like UK, but with a bit more.
You do hear people like even say, "Oh, we're like," when you're going back to the comment you just made about you can practice over there. Yeah. Of course, it would be easier to practice there than it is here. And we often hear people making excuses saying like, "Alhamdulillah, it's so easy to practice our religion here." Yes, there's mosques here, like a few, but look at our culture and look at our society. It's like very, very. I think it's almost quite difficult to properly practice the religion of Islam.
Yeah,
for sure. Or to the proper level, man. Do you not think? Compared to somewhere like Dubai or Abu Dhabi.
Yeah, I think Abu Dhabi is even like more like.
But even let's say Dubai, because I hear this argument, and I actually went to a Jummah recently, and in the khutbah, the guy was just saying like, people criticizing Muslim land, saying it's difficult to practice, and how it's absolutely not when you hear the azan on the road, and there really isn't many bars, there's not women walking around wearing nothing, all this kind of stuff. Like, does make it easy. We forget, man. We're so accustomed to like what our life is here, but think about how against.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
Bruv, there's fitna out there, man. On the way up here, you just walk everywhere you walk. There's no Islam, bruv. Just fitna everywhere, man. I'm just saying, the reason I say it is because I went to this Kudva last Jummah, was just, the guy was just saying, like, the people who say it's easier to practice where we are in the West, in England and America and stuff, like, it's really not. Muslim countries is the place to be if you want to practice your deen correctly.
Yeah, I suppose, but you can still make of it like...
Yeah, I'm not saying you can't do it here. Yeah. I'm not saying you can't do it here. But let's think, if you're really honest, be honest.
Yeah, no, it is easier to practice there, of course.
Yeah.
I found it very easy. Like, when I was there, it's just nice and easy. Like, you hear the adhan.
Yeah, of course, it's just part of your life.
Like I said, there's prayer rooms like everywhere, and so it's nice there, man. Dubai's nice. Very nice.
Yeah, inshallah, I'm going to go in November, so yeah.
And let me know how you find it. I actually went last November. I don't know, October maybe I went. Yeah, inshallah, I would like to go again as well, but I have no plans to.
Maybe we can set something up.
Maybe it'd be nice. Maybe we could do a fresh grind out there.
That'd be nice.
It wouldn't be that long to take the podcast equipment there. Innit?
Do you like it that much?
What? If we could get a freshly grounded episode out there,
yeah.
Why not? If you're listening in the UAE and you want to get a freshly grounded episode in Dubai, and you can make it happen, I'm available. I'll move things about. Next week's episode, imagine that, UAE. Would you move things about for that, Sam?
Yeah.
You would?
Yeah.
Let's make it happen.
Okay, inshallah, yeah.
Just email us at hello@freshlygrounded.com. Give us the ticket details. Yeah. Should we take a break, bro? I think we could both bag a coffee.
Okay, fine. Yeah,
All
coffee,
right. We're back from our break.
Brush your beard just a little bit.
Okay. Bro, so every morning, as you know, I have one shot at having a coffee. I have one chance of having a coffee in the mornings, because obviously I can't just bang out. I'm 5'7", maybe 5'8" with shoes on. As you're aware, only so much caffeine can enter this small body before, it makes me go crazy or makes me start shaking. So I have a coffee in my mornings. I can't start my mornings without a coffee. I only have one chance at this. Because if I don't have a good coffee, I can't just be like, oh, that wasn't a good one, let me make a good one. Because then I'll start getting the shakes, yeah? So yesterday in our office, we were gifted, the coffee machine we have at our office, I have the same one at home, and we were gifted in massive cardboard box of loads of different flavours of coffees. Yeah.
Alhamdulillah, nice.
Alhamdulillah. So I took
a good thing to have, man.
I took a couple of them home.
Yeah.
And this one was called Cafe Au Late.
Yeah.
No idea what that means.
Yeah.
I put it in my coffee machine this morning, had it as a coffee.
What do you think it means if you think about it?
Late sounds like milk.
Yeah.
Cafe sounds like coffee. Coffee with milk.
It's like a latte, isn't it?
Yeah.
Late latte.
Is that what it was?
It's the milk, isn't it? Yeah. Go on, sorry, Karen.
Man.
What, were you buzzing?
Nah, I was very... prefer not to have it.
Really?
Yeah.
For what reason?
It's just like watered down.
It's
like
very milky, isn't it?
No, it wasn't.
No.
It was. I don't know what brand it was, but it was like watered down, and it was not strong coffee or anything.
Right.
And so this is actually... I'm actually having another coffee right now. This is another one of the flavors. This is a chocolate cappuccino. So it's must be like a mocha, innit?
Yeah.
I have no idea what this is going to taste like. But after I taste all these, I'm going to go back to my regular cappuccinos.
Have you sipped that yet?
No. I have.
Yeah, it's quite sweet.
Yeah, it probably is. So
lots of artificial sugar in there, isn't it?
Yeah.
Sweet, isn't it?
Yeah.
Guess where I had my coffee this morning?
59.
No. Guess again.
Downstairs.
No. One more guess.
Home.
No. One more guess.
Okay. Nino's. Okay, wait. Starbucks. Costa. Sainsbury's. Lidl. Audi. Hold on. No, bro. Coffee.
I reckon Red could guess if he's focused. Red, guess where I had my coffee this morning?
One clue. Was it near your place or was it here?
We spoke about it last week.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know.
At
Tommy Evans' house.
No, it was a cup of tea. No, at the station.
Oh, yeah, the stage.
Yeah.
Remember we spoke? It's really good. It's a really good coffee. Remember you smelt it?
Yeah, the stage.
Westbourne Park Station.
Yeah, the stage.
Really good coffee.
Oh. What's it called again?
It's called... I don't know what it's called, but...
I'm not sure.
When you...
Remember we spoke about it last week?
Yeah, when I said that they do their own coffee beans.
The coffee there is probably better than the one downstairs.
Whoever smelt it dealt... Yeah.
Whoever smelt it dealt it. Why don't you grow up?
Sorry.
Why don't you grow up? How about that?
Because if the guy who's dealing it smells it, Alright, basically, yeah. Sam told me a few weeks ago when he comes to my car, he was like, bro, I have to go back and get coffee because I walked out of the station, I smelled this amazing smell of coffee and I had to get one. And like weeks later, last week, I was walking past the station, I smelled it, I was like, it's an overwhelming smell of amazing coffee. But I didn't buy one.
I recommend it, man.
Was it amazing?
Really, really
was it the
nice.
first time you got it? No, it's not.
Nah. It's good. It's really good. Strong coffee, man.
Oh man, I'm just drinking sugar.
But yeah, I know. You're not even drinking coffee anymore.
Bro, I don't know if I want this. But I've got
I'm sure it's nice, but it's just like a sugary little drink.
I've got some green tea in there as well.
That's
Green tea pods in there, amazing.
That's a good look.
I really feel like going to make myself a green tea, but I'm not going to because it's going to be rude for the podcast.
It would be rude. Unless you want to, we could wait. You go downstairs and get yourself a nice flat white.
Would you talk to the would you talk to Red for 5 minutes?
He wouldn't talk back to me. He's busy. He's not going to talk to me.
He is busy, isn't he? Bro, taste it. Taste it.
Hot chocolate.
Yeah. No, it's chocolate and cappuccino. It's really not great.
Yeah, that's a joke.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? Yeah.
Reminds me of when I first went to secondary school. We were allowed like these hot chocolates. Reminds me of that.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
So how did you took a course on learning about coffee or?
Okay, you talk to Red for 2 minutes. Let me go give this to Dawood. He likes these.
I'm certainly no barista.
Okay.
Far from, and I'm not an expert.
Stop being so humble.
Nah, and I'm not an expert of coffee, but obviously I do sell coffee, and that isn't the coffee. I'm not even trying to be like pretentious. That's hot chocolate. But he likes coffee, and he likes to have like a strong coffee.
Who?
Faisal.
Yeah.
He's sitting there thinking they're drinking like a kid's hot chocolate. He's not going to get any benefit out of it.
I prefer drinking strong coffees. That in the morning I prefer a black coffee to anything.
Yeah, for sure. Like just a proper coffee.
Yeah, proper good coffee.
Yeah, I like to keep it simple.
I've never tried a white chocolate coffee though. Is that the way you?
White chocolate. Yeah. That's basically. It's basically a really nice vanilla ice cream just dunked in a coffee, and they call it white chocolate coffee. It's very sweet and almost slightly sickly.
Really?
Yeah, it's nice. To be honest, the best thing to start the day with is nice just to have like an espresso.
Yeah.
So you can, or like you said, just like a black coffee. Just have like a nice coffee.
I've had a triple espresso before.
I bet you felt that.
It was. I'm not gonna lie. I was so tired because I didn't sleep all night, and the lovely lady at the small coffee shop in Barking Station. This is when I used to live in the other side of East London. She realised, and she's like, "Do you want me to put an extra shot in there for you?"
Really?
Yeah. And
So it was a double, and you made it a triple.
Yeah. And I had it. I got on the C2C train. By the time I got off the train, I was buzzing. I felt really weird. I felt this numb kind of feeling.
I've had a couple of like those times when we were setting up 59. When we just had the coffee machine put in. Obviously, it's really, really, really nice coffee. And I was just drinking coffee after coffee after coffee, and I started. And I remember I was in the mosque thinking I couldn't concentrate on my salah or nothing because I was just so wired.
Yeah.
Even during Ramadan, I hadn't been drinking any caffeine, and then I popped into 59 on the way to Tarawih. I had one coffee. It felt great. I was like, "Raw, I've missed this feeling." Had another one, thinking, "Might as well. I'm going to be awake anyway." And it was the most awful feeling, man. I had to leave Tarawih. It mashed me up, and then I was awake until the next day because it was too much caffeine.
I remember that day I fell asleep in lectures. That's how tired I was after the caffeine had worn off.
Yeah.
Hey guys, I'm here as well.
You just left during a podcast.
It's the first time I did that.
It worked. To be honest, actually felt when you left, like quite a nice aura came into the room. Me and Red were just relaxing and chatting.
Yeah, bit of chemistry.
Yeah, it was nice.
Do you want me to leave again?
Just try it one more time.
It's so long though, bro. I did legs.
I literally saw you running around.
Yeah.
Who'd you give it to? Darwood?
Yeah, I just grabbed his cup. He already had one. I just poured mine into it as well.
You'll enjoy that.
Yeah.
But you're left with no coffee.
Nah, I'm just gonna battle it through. Today, coffee day is not my day. We have these coffee bean chocolates in the office that were gifted to us, and they look like actual coffee beans, but they're actually chocolate.
Really?
Yeah, did you know what? See my Instagram story yesterday?
Nah.
I was like, guys, you know when you just crave a coffee, and I just ate the coffee.
Really?
bean? Yeah.
I didn't see that.
It was well jokes, lol. Yeah. So my relationship with coffee is like this. Yeah. Wait, when you had all those coffees, when you were setting up 59, did you not like really need the toilet?
Huh?
Toilet.
Which one? When I first, when
you
I
were trying loads of coffees when you...
it empties you out, doesn't it?
It does.
As you told me about your horrible routine that you do in the morning. I can't get out of my mind. Big. I think you described it as a big breakfast, loads of food. Then a really strong coffee.
Yeah.
Then you go and clear yourself out. I think what you said. Then you jump straight into the shower. I think that's second podcast we discussed that, and that thought still hasn't left my mind. I still think about that.
Oh, what better way to start?
Yeah, it's good. It's good.
So yeah, really, you know, a bit of coffee, bit of breakfast.
It's a good system to have.
Sorry?
It's a good system. It's a good system.
Yeah, it's a good system.
It's a good system to have.
Can I just say, that coffee. I know you own a coffee shop, and the toilets in your coffee shop are always very clean, because I have been there numerous times. But generally, coffee shop toilets must be horrible because it makes you go to the toilet. So many people must go to the toilet.
I don't think that's fair. I don't think it's a natural thing for everybody. You go to a coffee shop, have it, and go, "Ooh, mind out the way, guys." It's not.
Whoa!
You're just
my stomach's moving,
guys.
At one sip.
I wouldn't say it's quite like that. I think like some people are more sensitive to caffeine, and some people have the effect that if you have a stomach full of food and have caffeine, you need to go to the toilet. But I don't think it's a regular for everyone.
Have you ever taken modafinil?
No.
Do you know what it is?
No.
So they call it the study drug. Let's not comment on it.
Yeah.
I don't know how permissible it is, and it's not. That's not funny.
Is it like it gives you an energy?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
It keeps you awake for how long
you
need to stay awake for.
You won't want to promote that one.
Modafinil, I've heard of that.
Yeah.
Let's skip
so
many students
should
take
we
that.
not promote drugs on our podcast?
No, let's not. Let's not.
I thought we were going to keep it nice and halal.
Yeah, I don't know.
Blessings you said you wanted. What other question are you going to ask me? What else have I tried? Come on. You ever tried that? Bro, we're doing a podcast. Natural energy, man.
Yeah, natural
make dua if you need
energy,
you know. Exams, etc. Just make dua. Natural energy, man.
Okay. I was told by a very new Muslim at the time, he was a new revert, that it was halal.
What was?
Let's not go into it.
Why are you still talking about it?
Yeah, let's change the subject.
And why are you taking from a brand new Muslim revert what's halal and what's haram? When it comes to taking certain drugs.
I wasn't practicing then.
Let's ask the people of knowledge, the scholars, before we start popping any kind of pills. Faisal.
So
change the subject, please.
Let's change the subject quickly. Have you been cutting much hair this week?
Have I been cutting hair much this week?
You have, haven't you?
I have been cutting some hair this week. I've had a lot on this week. It's been if you want me to tell you about my week, yesterday I did no hair. I worked on the business, not in the business, and then I went to Cambridge with Mahi and Josh. And inshallah, we're going to have a men's spa there in the very near future. Inshallah. Which is really exciting.
So make it easy for you.
So we're in the process of doing that, which is really good. It's really exciting. On the Tuesday, I cut hair all day, which was nice. My bread and butter day. Monday, we just did... Michael's back.
Yeah.
So Michael's back. Me and Josh is...
How's that?
It's great, man. So Michael went to leave to go and start a new life in Amsterdam. He did 2 haircuts in his new shop in Amsterdam and called me and Josh and asked if he could come back, which is great, and he very much was welcome to come back. He kind of needed a bit of a break. He was working maybe too hard. He went and did that, and he came back. So to have him welcome him back is great, man. He's a key part of the team, and it's really nice to have him back. So Monday, myself and Josh just worked on systems and structures and had meetings and stuff. So it's been a good week, man. Men's Spa is going good, man. So it's nice. I'm just enjoying it, bruv.
Any news on expanding 59, or is that
any news on expanding?
Private?
Even the fact that I just talked about Cambridge, as Muslims, we shouldn't even really talk about our future business plans.
No, we shouldn't talk about our plans. Yeah, it's not recommended.
So, like, as I'm talking about it, I'm thinking like you shouldn't do this. But with the Cambridge thing,
I'm loving it.
I know. I'm kind of been.
Tell me more.
The Cambridge thing's almost set in stone, so that's why I kind of brought it up.
No, it's not impermissible though, as far as I know. It's just like you shouldn't talk about.
You don't want to do that. But like it's something that we've been working on for a while, is to have a second men's spa, and there's been many opportunities, but the right one. So this one is great. So hopefully, bro, I can even tell you by the end of next week that
Would you stick the bike in there? Another one of those retro bikes.
It's not on the top. No, I'm limited with space in this unit, to be fair. So I probably wouldn't put a bike in there. No.
That's really sad because I like that bike in your store.
Yeah, well, the gold bike.
Yeah, is it still there?
Yeah, it's still there. Yeah, we've got a couple of, and then the academy across the road. There's the silver one. We sometimes swap them.
Really?
Yeah, sometimes swap them.
Nice.
The bike's still there. The bike's still there. Do you know the history of that gold bike?
I don't know, but I'm sure you're about to tell me.
Yeah, well, I am. I'm going to keep it short because it's not that interesting. But when I used to work out of my house as a hairdresser, I used to.
Ride your bike.
Let me finish. You let me finish? No, because I was at home.
Pick your customers up on that bike and bring them back.
Bring them back from where? They will always come to the obviously that place. That's where I used to cut hair from.
You should ride that bike out, pick them up, bring them to your home, and then ride them back to their house. That is a good service. Haircut and bike ride. Okay, fine. You tell me.
That's the history.
Tell me. Let me know.
Nah, I just had it, bought it, and it was sat in there for. So it's been with us for since the first time of making Men's Spa. We brought it together. So it's been there from day one.
What's the history of having two of them then?
That's a good question. The gold one was there being from there to day one, and the silver one just showed up it was on eBay and it was quite cheap and it just showed up. I've never loved never loved the silver one as much. The gold one, like, it's got meaning. The silver one, not so much.
Are they functional bikes? Do they function?
Yeah, you see Midge occasionally go up and down.
Really?
Yeah, of course. Midge will go up and down. I used to ride them. I could go on my old phone and find footage of me riding it up and down. I used to ride it up and down. Now I wouldn't ride up and down now.
Is that because you got a kid now and you think, you know what, I need to be
probably just a
man?
Bit bigger more than anything. It's a small bike, isn't it? Think about it. It's a little low rider.
Yeah.
Midge, that's why I say Midge. Midge can get away with it.
How tall is Midge?
Sorry?
How tall is Midge?
How tall are you? 5'8"?
With shoes, yeah.
5'7"? Well, you must stand next to. You must be the same height. 5'8"?
Maybe 5'6".
5'6"? Yeah, 5'6".
Getting hench though, isn't he?
He's good in good shape, mashallah, yeah.
Mashallah. Good haircuts, good muscles.
Good guy.
Good guy. Good heart.
Allah's the only one who can actually judge the heart, so be careful with that statement.
Okay, true.
Good guy.
Good guy.
From what we see.
Yeah.
Now, to be honest, mashallah, he's a really good guy, man. And I had a nice chat with him yesterday from where he came from to where he is now, and like hearing his goals. And do you know what his goals are?
What?
He goes, all I care about is taking my parents to Hajj. He goes, I was talking to him about business, and we're trying to set some goals business. He goes, bruv, all I care about is going to Hajj. And I went, wow. And it kind of like threw me off a little bit. I was thinking, wow, my man's got his goals in check.
Yeah.
He goes, once I've done that, that's fine. Think about that.
SubhanAllah.
Don't you think?
Does he want to go with them?
Yeah, I imagine so, yeah. Because, he wants to complete one of his pillars, which is to do Hajj. And it hit me, man, because I was like trying to get him excited about other things, and he kind of just not shut me up, but just made me think. I literally went, wow, Midge. Felt like a bit of a slap in the face.
That's nice.
Wake up call, yeah.
Wake up call, yeah. That's nice.
If he goes, might go, bro. All I care about now is just I want to get Hajj done. Then we can talk. Kind of business. That's fair enough. Fair enough to you, man.
He's active though, isn't he? He puts in work, didn't he?
Yeah, he's active. He's busy, man. He's fully booked.
All the time, yeah.
He's fully booked.
Hard to get an appointment.
And strange enough, just by we obviously we as we are now, we're discussing him. Someone actually got in contact they've asked it for his story about Midge, and he's kind of given his story to someone like just like an interview thing.
Because of what?
From us talking about Midge.
Because of FRESHLYGROUNDED?
Yeah.
Why don't we bring him in? Would you talk about it? Nah, but you don't want to give his sins and stuff either.
Yeah.
It's a tough
I don't
subject.
think there's any. We've all got jahiliyyah in it, and it's almost irrelevant. But
It's
just
very
like one thing I will say, like, is just seeing people do well in deen and dunya, and is great. But when you see someone doing well in deen and you see them putting the deen first, it's like it reminds you of the importance of it, and that's actually something to be respected and admired. Would you agree?
100%.
Someone can show up looking flash, telling you, I've just done this business deal, this, that, and the other, and they've got a nice car, and we're really impressed, and we think, wow, that's a successful person. But how about someone who prays the 5 daily salah in the masjid, and they've done Hajj? And
when you
imagine that, isn't that surely the one that we should be like, wow, that's a successful man?
Very true.
But we don't. And that's me as well. Do you know what I mean? I'm definitely not on a pedestal saying that. That is the reality, isn't it? That's what I'm saying. When Midge just said that, I was trying to like sell him like this big dream of going somewhere, doing something amazing, and he was just like, "Bro, let's just get Hajj done, and then we'll just talk about the new goals." I was like, "Yeah, fair enough, man. What can I say to that?"
I can imagine Midge as a dad. Can you?
Yeah, he should be.
A good dad.
Inshallah soon. Yeah, definitely. He's really like lovely with Zayden, man, and he's got like
You
little.
tell he loves Zayden.
Yeah, he does love Zayden. He's got lovely because he was trimming Zayden the first couple of times. He gave a couple of skin faces to Zayden. He's got a nice relationship with him, but he's got nice nieces and nephews and that. that he always takes care of and stuff.
That's lovely.
That's his next step. He just needs that. He's looking for that. So make dua.
Inshallah, may Allah bless him with a beautiful family.
I mean, and beautiful wife. And righteous wife.
Righteous wife, yeah. I mean,
because that's what he's after, a righteous wife.
Should we jump this baby into current events?
Yes.
Should we drop this baby into current events? Sorry, I just put a new spawn in. Okay.
Current events.
Yeah,
current events.
Are you guys not going to do the...
That's it. That's it.
Oh,
that was it.
That was it. Do you want to do the red one thing? Because you do that normally.
Yeah, I haven't finished yet. You interrupted me.
Okay, sorry.
Red one. What's funny?
Okay. I don't know. It just sounds really... I don't know. This is not... I'm not going to go into it.
It's nonsense, isn't it? It's just something we've done from day one.
Yeah, I mean, let's not analyse banter because it becomes bad.
That's
but yeah, no.
You're smart today, Red.
We already... Thank you.
No problem.
Thank you.
Really
Red's been a busy man this week.
I'm not surprised.
Hardly been in the office, Red.
Where's he been?
What time did you get home last night, Red?
About 2:30.
Really?
2:30 a.m. this morning.
Active.
He wasn't even
back, and you're in here early.
Yeah.
He was in here for 9 a.m.
That kind of mindset is, you're going to be a successful man, Red One.
Inshallah.
Make dua for me.
Inshallah.
And let's see where it goes. So I'm successful in the akhirah and over here.
Inshallah.
Where were you last yesterday?
Sure.
Last yesterday.
I was in a place called...
Bath.
No, it was a place called... the place itself, the venue, was called Froyle Park. It's in Hampshire. It's technically Hampshire. It's near Basingstoke.
Did I see something in your story this morning?
Yeah, that's where it was.
What was it?
It was a wedding shoot.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, I had to drive down there, drive back. It was nice. It was started at 11 in the morning.
Do you drive?
Yeah, I drove there
by yourself.
Yeah.
I'm trying to paint a picture for the listeners, man.
Yeah, I get you.
Yes, you can.
Can I get a charge?
Oh, he's meant to be doing current events right now.
Well, thank you. Forward thinking. Thank you, Red One.
But yeah, started at 11 in the morning, finished at 11:30, yeah, it was different. It was a different kind of experience because I'm really used to doing Asian weddings, but
Gora wedding.
Yeah, but it wasn't a Gora wedding, but
a little bit on the right one. But big nostrils, haven't you?
Yeah, but
wow.
It wasn't a Gora wedding, but Asian weddings usually have a lot of people, and these guys did it really closely knit, close family. It was in like a little.
It was an Asian wedding.
It was an Asian wedding, but it was done really nicely.
In a manner.
Yeah. So they had two halves to it. First half was like.
Yeah, it's fine.
First half was.
Sorry.
No, sorry. First half was like the civil part, and then second half was like the more Asian traditional part. Where
so they kind of mixed. It sounds quite British.
Yeah, the first part was quite British.
In Hampshire as well.
Yeah.
So it sounds very British, and then the culture came out.
Yeah. It was really nice.
Was it Bengali?
No, they were Pakistani.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it was a good experience. Good experience for sure. And
how long was your drive?
Huh?
How long was your drive?
It was when I went there, it was about 2.5 hours.
Coming back was
a bit less, about an hour and a half ish.
You said it was near Bristol. Did you say it was near? Did you say it was
Basingstoke?
Oh, Basingstoke.
Basingstoke is near Bristol.
Right.
You said Bath originally. He said no.
I'm just thinking about cities with letter B.
You don't like Bristol either, do you?
Bradford. Yeah.
Do you like Bristol?
Yeah, we went to Bristol. Don't you remember?
I said, do you like it?
Yeah.
Bristol's good.
Great.
Would you live
Did
there?
you guys go to the central areas?
Yeah, where we filmed the podcast was right in the bang.
You should have got. Oh man, you should have gone Zaza Bazaar.
What's that?
Zaza Bazaar is
a massive restaurant. It's not. It's a restaurant, but it's got like a collection of different international foods. And
interesting you say that.
It's basically a buffet.
Because I went there not that long ago. Not on that trip. On a previous trip.
Oh yeah.
I went there right next to the water, isn't it?
Yeah. It's on
massive halal joint, bro.
What did you guys do there, Faisal?
We shot an episode of Freshly Grounded.
We were working.
We actually shot 2 episodes of Freshly Grounded, didn't we?
We did a lot.
Yeah.
We didn't. There was no rest that day.
There was a little sleep.
There was no rest.
There was
there was no rest.
shower.
A really, really beautiful bathroom.
Yeah,
that's the power of a tiled bathroom everywhere. Did you notice all of it was tiled and how good it looked? Yeah. Take note of that.
Did you guys go to Bath at all? No.
No.
We're talking about a bathroom in Bristol.
Yeah.
But
Bath
you should
is
go
beautiful.
Bath.
Yes.
Bath
He
is
wouldn't
absolutely stunning. He wouldn't like it.
Nah.
I've not been to Bath.
I would love to study in Bath.
That's a nice thought actually studying, but you often hear that. I studied in Bath. It sounds nice, doesn't it?
I had a nice bath in
Beautiful
Italy.
cobbled roads.
Yeah, the architecture of the university there is amazing.
I had a nice bath at the bath bomb in Italy.
Sorry?
I had a bath in Italy last week.
How was Italy? Did we talk about Italy last time?
I don't know. It was good.
Didn't you go there this weekend?
Last weekend, I think.
Oh yeah, didn't someone from McDonald's or KFC recognise it and say, "Did you have a good time in?"
Yeah. Then I got a message from Abu Bakr Islam saying KFC's not halal.
KFC not what?
Halal.
Even the ones that claim they are halal.
Halal knows best.
So even if they've got the HMC,
That's the thing. Yeah.
I think they're not HMC, but I think it's the debate is whether some people follow HMC, some people don't. You know, it's above my pay grade for sure.
Yeah.
I don't get paid to analyse these things.
But yeah, current events. We already had a little bit of a taster earlier on from Faisal's bringing up the story about the little 7-year-old girl who drowned. I was going to talk about that, but obviously Faisal's taken over my job on this podcast.
I like reading articles.
No, it's good. It's good. I think it's good. It brings a little bit of a different flavour to the table.
How do you spell flavour?
Flavour in general, flavour.
How you just said it then?
Huh?
How you just said it then?
FLAVOUR.
Go on, events.
So, all right. So there's a massive wildfire in France, south of France, that's going on. I don't know whether you guys have heard about it. It's a bit manic. A lot of people are running away and from the areas that it's spread across, and it's kind of wreaked havoc.
I briefly heard about it. What is it?
Where is it?
So what do you mean? What's a wildfire?
Wildfire is basically a natural fire that is created, but it can be ignited from various natural occurrences. It could be from lightning. It could be from just heat in the bushes, from summer heat, from heat waves. And what happens is it's called wildfire because it just spreads like wildfire.
Oh, really?
It's very, very quick. And it's quite...
Oh, that's where the...
Spreads like wildfire.
It spreads like wildfire comes from.
Yes.
Just figure that out.
Wow.
Yeah, and there's like British tourists in those areas of France that are like...
No ways. Have people
been evacuated?
Like,
people have been evacuated from
have
the
people
areas.
been killed?
It doesn't... it doesn't highlight any kind of
it doesn't say that.
Casualties at all. But it says 12,000 people were evacuated from the
wow.
area. Yeah.
Have they managed to tame it or not?
I think the wildfire hasn't really spread to the residential areas yet. I think it's more in the wild. So, I mean, hence wildfire.
Would you say that was the Great Fire of London a wildfire? Was that? Is that
No, that's beyond the
bakery,
wildfire. That was an urban fire.
Yeah, wildfire is like out in the sticks, isn't it?
okay?
Yeah,
It just catches and just goes, burns all like the natural stuff. So if there's a fire in London, it's like generally like buildings caught on fire.
I'm gonna Google a picture of a wildfire.
You've not heard that expression, no?
Yeah, I've heard that expression.
No, have you not? Do you not know? Yeah.
Are you guys fans of Banksy?
I can appreciate a Banksy.
Yeah, so
there was a Banksy opposite the cafe we did our Freshly Grounded in Bristol. Literally directly opposite.
Oh,
yeah, he's from Bristol. So.
Yeah.
Did you guys ever get the opportunity to go to Dismoland when it opened? That was his.
No.
Anyway, so he won the UK's most favourite artwork for one of his artworks, and it was a vote conducted by Samsung, and he's number 1 now. It's I don't know whether you've seen it. It's the one with the girl that's letting go of a balloon in the shape of a heart. It's called the balloon girl.
Yeah.
What's that? What is the explanation of that? Because I've seen that everywhere. It's very famous. What's the explanation of that piece?
What do you mean, like depiction? My own depiction is that she's lost love or lost some kind of has experienced some kind of loss in her life, causing her heartbreak. What's your depiction of it?
I thought there was like a...
I mean, Banksy kind of leaves it open. He doesn't say anything.
Oh, does he?
He just does the artwork and leaves.
Did you hear that there was a recent podcast or interview with this famous like singer or something? I don't know who he is. Right. And he's a friend of Banksy's. And they were asking him about Banksy or something of the sort. And what he did is when talking about something, he instead of saying the word Banksy, he said something like Richard.
Oh yeah,
stuff like that.
Yeah.
Or I think
Robert.
Robert.
It was Robert.
And then now everyone's speculating that Banksy is like this like famous singer who's in some famous band and his name is Robert something. And it like apparently all adds up and makes sense.
Really?
Apparently apparently.
What's the Banksy film?
Is there a Banksy film?
Yeah.
Is there? Is it called Banksy?
Nah. Through the letterbox? No, that's not.
But yeah, what I just said was very like I read that ages ago, like about a couple of weeks
Sounds like
back.
a conspiracy to me.
No, it was actual interview. The conspiracy is like, oh, this could be the guy.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah,
Sounds like a conspiracy. Sounds like a conspiracy to me. We don't talk about them on here, do we?
No, why not? Let's go.
No, we don't. Yeah, you've made it very clear.
I've
from
never
day one
stopped
that
you from talking about conspiracy.
You just go.
I've never stopped you from talking about conspiracy on here ever. If you think about it,
It's true.
You
haven't stopped me, but you've never ever talked about it with me. So when you're doing a podcast with someone and trying to talk about something and they don't want to talk about it, it's very difficult to continue that conversation.
I just have. I feel like
I don't even want to talk about it. I'm not bringing it up to talk about. But you brought up a conspiracy.
Yeah. So yeah,
I
Robert.
don't think they're always healthy to discuss. Anyway, so Robert from the famous band is.
Something like that.
There's another bit of news about antibiotics. How often do you guys take antibiotics?
I don't take them anymore because this sounds like such a hypochondriac thing to say, but I don't take them because I feel like the bottom of my throat closes up when I take them.
So you're allergic to penicillin or something, some kind of
So
constituent?
they always ask me and I say no. So
It's just Faisal
it's
Chowdhury.
me being hypochondriac.
What about you, Sam?
Do I take antibiotics?
Antibiotics.
Antibiotics.
I know what this piece of news is, by the way.
Huh?
I know what this piece of news is
I haven't
What
taken
is it about?
antibiotics for a minute now.
about like stopping them early.
What?
Stopping them early.
I can't hear you.
Stopping them early.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but I'm not.
What are you
gonna-
doing? Trying to guess? We're in a podcast.
I used to watch the news on Thursdays,
I'm
innit?
trying to guess what he's about to talk about.
No, I know
before
it
we've
is. I'm
discussed.
excited. I'm excited for him to say it.
Not really gone, Carol.
But yeah, no. There's a piece of
I can't contain myself.
there's a piece of news that basically looks into a study that says that stopping them early isn't necessarily a good thing
Huh?
or bad thing.
Bad thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sorry. Yeah,
Well,
because
you should finish your
because
course.
most yeah.
You shouldn't.
Apparently, there's new scientific research to say that you shouldn't actually finish your course.
Yeah, you don't have to, because most doctors that will prescribe antibiotics advise that you finish the course,
Yeah.
but you don't need to. There's a widespread.
Is that after you feel better? From what it.
Yeah, I
Because
mean,
you don't always. You don't
so like for example, if I was to
So you just take a few. Well, there's no like.
yeah, so if I was to contract like a viral infection and then antibiotics don't work on viruses, so it wouldn't work. If I was to take some sickness. If I was to not take some sickness, acquire some sickness, and I was prescribed antibiotics, most doctors would prescribe it for 10 days to 2 weeks, and we'd have to complete the course. And I wouldn't, now you don't have to do that. There's no proof, or there has to be more studies to be able to prove that you have to complete courses.
Do you have to finish off a malaria tablet pack?
I think
That's always a good. That's
quite
always
different.
That's always a good one.
He is a bit of a scientist, but I don't know if he's a doctor.
That's a general. Do you generally finish your?
100% doctor
You
told
do.
me to. I'm not taking no risks.
I
mate.
don't.
Do you?
I had
As
so,
soon as I'm
Even
back
after
in the
Gambia,
end.
so
As
recently
soon as I'm back in the end, stop.
I never finished.
When you really ill after Gambia.
Extremely,
Really ill.
extremely ill for about 2 months.
No one really took you seriously, but you were really ill from Gambia. You and Musa
Me and
Salam.
Musa Salam, yeah.
Fast witness this. My nose bleeds got really bad
Really?
this summer. Yeah, incredibly bad. And
What causes that?
so I have a rupture in one of the arteries inside the skin in my nose, and I've had done for like a while, a long time.
And Red doesn't often go to the doctors, but he had to go to the doctors for
Yeah,
it.
no,
Really?
I don't usually go to doctors. I try and stay away from doctors as much as I can. But
You brave man. You caveman.
caveman.
Why do you?
Do I look like a caveman?
Cavemen seem brave.
Brave
Have you ever
caveman.
met one?
No. Have you?
No. Do they exist?
You just go to cave to find out.
Museums, they have a couple of them in
Museums they
museums.
do, but they also
Not
promote,
cavemen.
They also promote that that's come from like evolution from the monkey, isn't it?
Do they?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Obviously. Yeah.
When you go to Natural History Museum, you see the different levels
Yeah,
of
different
skulls.
levels, yeah,
This is
of
all
course.
like this is a theory.
Really?
Yeah.
So how do they?
Someone
do they
argued
do the
against me when I
skulls?
first started giving someone down. They said, "Look, Brian, you've not been to the Natural History Museum." I was like, "Yeah." He goes, "Look, have you not seen the skulls there?" And they've got skulls of like the evolution. It's all a theory.
I don't know why
They've
people
got the monkeys, and then it goes into
Well,
slightly
they
more
just
human.
made the skulls.
Yeah, of course, bruv. But there's no explanation saying this is our devilish theory of why we're here. It's just like, boom, that's it.
I find that really interesting.
It's almost like they teach as a fact.
Yeah, of course. But in school, they teach Big Bang as a fact.
Yeah.
Big Bang, bruv, I remember when I was in year 9, I had 2 Muslim boys in my class, and they had an argument with my the science teacher. They had an argument with emotion. They were vexed because he was teaching he was teaching evolution, and they were arguing. At the time, I had no care for this. I just remember watching them get quite like, they were passionate about what they were talking about. I remember, and the science teacher was arguing for the fact this is evolution. They were arguing for the fact there was a creator. I remember it quite well. But that's what they teach as standard at school, isn't it? And
yeah,
they also teach the Earth is round as well.
Really?
They teach.
Yeah, of course they do. Yeah.
They teach that.
Yeah, I remember in school I had the globe.
Of course, the globe. They teach the globe. Yeah.
But then they also teach religious studies.
Yeah, but what they go? Yeah, of course, they go through all religions. But then like.
But when they teach science, they teach as a fact. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Like the Earth is round.
Yeah.
And this is how humans came about.
Yeah, that's in the textbooks. Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
That's it. That's what you get taught.
I remember there's a poster in my science room actually of evolution.
That's correct.
Find it interesting that people find it really easy to believe things like that, as if things can't be fabricated, like information, facts can be fabricated.
Sometimes it's like, why would we want to trouble our minds to think any different than just what we're told?
Yeah.
How easy is it just to be accept whatever we're told in society, on TV? How easy is that? It's a lot easier to swallow that pill than to question.
Then say a modafinil or malaria tablet or antibiotic. Current events. Is that the end of current events?
It can be now.
What were we just?
Have you got another article?
Let me just assess whether it is a worthy enough article.
Okay. I mean, if it's the end, it's fine. If it's not, it's fine as well. Whatever it is.
It's kind of relevant. Not that relevant.
Yeah, hit us with it.
It's not relevant to us because we're British nationals, but Bloomberg recently went into did a study on not a study, but Britain wants to know what EU workers do to the economy. So how do EU workers actually help the economy? Now,
what's the outcome of that?
Huh?
I don't know anything about this. What's the result?
The result is that.
You don't want to give this article to you.
No, I really don't.
Right, let's ignore this.
Let's just end off the current events.
We had a good one. Red just gave me let's allow this time. I did not want to talk about
that current event.
I mean,
talking about it is going to kill this one.
There's this article. Yeah. Okay. Fine. I mean, EU. Yeah. Brexit. I don't know about anything about it.
But it is relevant to us.
It is very relevant. It's a sort of topic we should talk about.
We should definitely talk about it. Maybe we should save it for the next.
I need to educate myself on it first.
It's a relevant topic though. Still,
one thing I will say is that those of you who listen to the podcast on the podcast app, even though you don't use YouTube to listen to it, if you have a YouTube account, hit up youtube.com/FreshlyGrounded. I'm going to mention this in the intro as well. And hit subscribe anyway. What that does is that just helps us to understand the demographic of who watches us, listens to us, and it also makes us look better.
Yeah.
Didn't it?
Numbers, isn't it?
We're close to 2,000 now subscribers on YouTube. But so many more than 2,000 people will listen to the podcast.
It's because it's spread out through the different platforms, isn't it?
Yeah.
Again, it's the YouTube, the Instagram.
Yeah, so make sure you subscribe if you want to help us support us. It would actually help if you watch this on YouTube, hit that subscribe button, and if you watch or if you listen to it on the podcast app, but you have a YouTube account anyway. I mean, let's be honest, who doesn't?
I don't have a YouTube account.
Yeah, I thought you didn't actually. I mean, you do. You got Freshly Grounded, didn't you?
Yes.
So, but we can't subscribe to ourselves.
No.
So yeah, hit that subscribe button.
But look, most people have YouTube accounts.
Yeah,
of course, yeah.
Because you got your subscriptions and stuff on there.
Yeah. I've never got into it.
I didn't until I actually started.
I thought about you or the fact that you did you not. So why did you get into YouTube? Were you not watching YouTubers and getting inspired by what they were doing? No.
I started YouTube because I wanted to promote Zaha. So if you watch my first video, it's just an interview about Zaha.
I remember when I first met you, started talking about, have you seen this YouTuber? Have you seen this YouTuber?
Because I started YouTube.
So you started watching other people's
YouTube?
Yeah,
like inspiration and stuff, yeah. So
that's cool.
I started to promote Zaha, and then I just thought, I was gonna leave it at that, and I thought, let me do a vlog, So then I started vlogging about like what it's like to run a business, and then it just became a lifestyle vlog thing, and now I'm just using it as a therapy.
Is it?
Nah, it's fun though. Sometimes I enjoy talking to the camera. Is that sad? Yo, does the main camera look bent? Is it? It's not, is it? It's straight, right? One time we shot an episode of the podcast and the camera was bent the whole time. That's right. It was bent the whole time. Red wasn't producing that episode, in fairness. I had to manually Red's so proud of the fact that his camera's not bent.
Who do you reckon? Who was it?
I know who it was.
Nate.
Nah, I'm not going to expose them. Because they helped us out. They did a favour, but they weren't experienced with producing.
Well, I want them anywhere near us again.
Bad. The bro, where are we going to be at next Sunday or the Sunday after? You don't even know.
Yes, we are. We're going to be at the event. Yeah, you reminded me about.
Yep, and I asked you to put in your schedule. Have you put in your schedule?
No, I don't have a schedule.
It's in my schedule. Look at
that. Do you use that diary?
Of course I do. On the 6th of August, we're going to be at the Light Upon Light event on behalf of Freshly Grounded. Should we go there with something? There's nothing we can take with us. Yeah, I guess.
And a good attitude.
You can't take Freshly Grounded leaflets, can you?
Definitely not.
No.
So I suggested that once, and you shut me down, and I'm glad you did.
Yeah, there's nothing we can take with us.
Nah.
I don't have to take the canvas. Start an episode.
Just walk around. Don't take anything.
Just ourselves.
Just a good attitude.
And a Freshly Grounded t-shirt, no?
Yes. Yeah, we're going to give out some of those and light ones. We still have a few of them.
Bro, we should make Freshly Grounded t-shirts, yeah?
Yeah.
And then hand them out when we go to events and stuff. Why not?
Well, yeah, it's a great
People
logo.
would rather take selfies in them and stuff anyway. Just purple, like this exact canvas but in a t-shirt.
But you want the t-shirt purple?
Yeah, why not? It's not for fashion, it's just hand out. We'd never sell it.
Black t-shirt with the logo would be nice.
Nah.
Just don't want to do a purple t-shirt, so no one even do a selfie with that one. Not that I'm trying to promote.
I think they would. Guys, would you take a picture of a purple t-shirt? Let us know in the comments. Or
so
a black
be at the
or
event,
black
inshallah.
one. Yeah, we're gonna be there. We're gonna show face. We're gonna
show face with face.
Yeah, show face with face. Yeah, we're gonna show up with Sam. Show Sam love with Sam. Share Sam love. Yeah, it's gonna be. I believe it's in the XL.
Is it XL? Yeah,
I believe so. How are you gonna get there? You're gonna meet me first. Or you're gonna just meet me there.
No, we'll roll together, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should.
So we'll link up somewhere.
Yeah, we don't need to discuss our travel arrangements on air, do we?
We could.
All right, I'll link you in the morning.
All right, fine. Done.
Cool. See you then.
Right. Current events has finished. I still haven't got my phone screen fixed.
I know, you should, man.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
I was going to take my iPad back to get it done again.
Really?
Did I tell you, Matt, I got it done the other day?
Who broke it? Zayden?
To be fair, no. They must have just not done it properly.
Really?
Which is actually goes. I think this was last week. Discussed this about changing, or was it might not
No,
even
must
be
have been
on
the week
there.
before. Last week we had Tommy, remember?
Of course, yeah. We wouldn't have been speaking about iPhone screens with Tommy, would we?
No.
But yeah, they didn't do it correctly. So when I was using my iPad, I had to keep moving it to use the keyboard.
Wait, did you take it to Apple?
Nah, that's the thing.
Of course they didn't do it properly then.
I'm raggo. I've got to get things done, man. I've got time to do appointments and stuff like that.
They wouldn't have got it done though properly.
Nah, but it's done. Alhamdulillah, it works.
So you're going to take it back to them?
But you don't even take it back, and you say you've got connections at Apple, and you've had this smash since I met you.
When did I say I had connections at Apple?
I assume you've got connections at Apple. Don't you work there? You still work there?
Yeah, but I haven't spoken to
you not jump the queue or anything?
I mean, maybe if I go to speak to my manager who's nice, I suppose.
Did you know at Apple you have to sign a contract when you start there that being late is no excuse because you live in a busy city?
Yeah, if you work in London, yeah.
Yeah, if you work in London, yeah.
It's funny how you know that. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure all places because wherever you work in London, you could you could always be late because there's always stuff going on.
It's certainly no excuse. I remember when I used to work
man.
in Knightsbridge, I used to be late because of the tube, and it was never an excuse that was any worthy, was it?
If this tube is delayed, any of that, it's well,
you have to be there early, innit? It's soppy. I hate excuses for lateness. Anyway, I really hate. Yeah, because I deal with it all the time, man.
I actually had a beautiful voice note from a brother today, and he voice noted saying that I'm actually running late. I've got no excuse other than the fact that I overslept a bit.
Yeah.
And I didn't think to myself, I hate that. That's a soppy excuse. I suppose we're just different.
when I say I hate it, it's just on a work level. When I obviously running a business, when people are
so
late.
You take this as work. No, this isn't really work, is it?
No, you've got no reason to hate me for being a little bit late to this podcast, but I've got reason to be upset with people who are late to work, haven't I?
Yeah.
Which is why I hate.
Slight delay. No other excuse to say other than I overslept a little bit.
That's okay, Sam. I overslept a little bit today as well. Guess what time I woke up today?
8:15.
7:30.
7:30. That's late.
That's late.
I overslept a little bit.
What time did you wake
Since
up?
we're making confessions.
What time did you wake up?
7:35.
Really?
And I got ready in like 15, 20 minutes.
I got ready. I got ready in about 45 minutes. I can't get ready that quick.
It took ages getting ready, man.
Yeah, man. I can't get ready.
I was slow this morning, bruv. I was slow.
Bro, don't you think that we are awkward? Not an awkward stage, but it is an awkward stage. Actually, we're at a stage now with Fajr where it finishes at just past 5 a.m. Obviously, you shouldn't pray it late. You should pray it as soon as you can. But soon you're going to be at a point where soon you can be at a point where you could actually just stay awake after, like, you pray Fajr and stay awake.
What time does it come in currently?
I'm not sure.
What time do you pray it?
About 4ish.
4ish, yeah.
I play around like. I'm trying to think.
The earlier you pray, the better.
3:30ish. Oh no, I did like 3:25 the other day.
Oh, you're a soldier.
Yeah, my alarm goes like 3:15.
Oh, you guys are soldiers.
Well, do you know what? Really, what we should be doing is just setting our alarm for 10 minutes before Fajr starts and just doing two into Hajj. It's easy, man.
Very true. Very true.
And correct me if I'm wrong. Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, we generally pray his Fajr when it was still dark.
Yes, correct.
He did.
Yeah, which implies you shouldn't leave it to that. Because I know certain masjids that they leave it to like it's light outside, man.
Do they?
Yeah, bro.
What, for Fajr?
Yeah,
I've heard that, really.
I've experienced it, man. Yeah. A couple of masjids leave their timings a little bit too late.
The masjid near me does it like they do the adhan and they do masjid like they do Fajr like 10-20 minutes later. So like,
bro, that's
pretty quick.
generally masjids that are upon the Quran and Sunnah, like the Fajr, they'll pray it early and it'll be done.
But yeah, like in the winter, you're definitely able to like.
Do you know what? Every time I'm in the winter, I take it for granted. But think about how easy it is. You can do Fajr and just stay up, and it's just easy. You can fast and until 4:30. It's easy. It's so simple, man.
Do you prefer summer or winter?
I like the mix because practicing the deen in the winter is quite easy, isn't it?
Yeah, and also I like winter vibes, man. I like coat. I like wearing my coat.
I love winter vibes, bro. I can't wait for it, man.
Yeah,
I'm not really a summer guy. I want to be honest.
Sick.
I really rate that because I'm not like everyone like waits for the summer. I've never been that guy.
Same. No. I love the winter. I
love
like
as well,
I love dark. I love
cozy,
dark
cozy.
place. Nice cozy. You wear a nice coat and a scarf and a hat.
Yeah.
In it. You love your hats. I'll meet you in the winter and you was wearing a hat.
I love my coats and hats.
Same.
Cozy boys.
Honestly.
Oh yeah. Let's change the name of the podcast to Cozy Boys. And because Red's like a scientist, we have CO like carbon dioxide, and then ZY is like the
current events,
like a logo.
ZY, like
Cozy
current events.
Boys could be with the Z.
Red one.
BOYZ.
Okay, guys.
What is the time? Oh,
this has been episode 21.
Wait, how long has this episode been? It's been a short one, isn't it?
Nah, it's been ages.
47 minutes and then 38 minutes.
That's what I'm saying. It's not been that long. Yeah.
An hour and 45.
Bro, it's been an hour.
We started at 10 o'clock.
Yeah, it's been an hour and 45, but we had a break and stuff. So it's probably like an hour.
Fine, let me go to the toilet and we'll do one last bit then.
Do you want to just do the intro when we come back?
Okay, fine. I thought you were saying we'd add more to it. Yeah, but if you want to add a bit more to it, do you think it's strong enough?
Yeah, all episodes are
fine.
strong.
It was good.
We have some strong episodes.
Shall I do the intro now?
Bro, we can do the intro now.
Yeah,
in fact, let's just keep this track rolling. Let's do the intro on this track. Yeah? Alright.
This is episode 21,
22, 23?
22.
Should we, before we do the intro, actually finish off the podcast because we're still talking, we're still live on air right now. It's 22. Guys, listen here, guys.
Listen up.
Stop whatever you're doing and listen here for a second. We're about to end the podcast. Thank you so much for listening. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Enjoy the rest of the beginning of next week. We'll see you again next Friday. Listen, yes, we are just two guys. Actually, we're three guys, and that's it, and we, yeah,
Oh.
Do you know what I mean, Sam?
It's been episode 22. I've been Sam Palmer.
I've been Faisal Chowdhury.
He's been Red One.
Yes, I have.
All right, peace out, guys.